Hi everybody and welcome to this general playthrough free video guide for the 4th of July tournament, Pro and Expert Division here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. You know the drill as always. If you wouldn't mind, give me a thumb up and make sure you subscribe to the channel, it will be much appreciated. Now we're playing all par 4s here. It's going to be totally free to enter, so a great encouragement to dive in and have a go at this one. Grab yourself some eagles. Bear in mind the wind angles you will face during the tournament will differ from what is shown here, but they will give you an idea of how you might want to approach the holes, and some of them are going to be holes that you will must eagle to do well in the brackets. Now bear in mind, as the ball attribute levels have recently changed in game, there might be some old errors in the commentary. So what was previously P3 max rest will now be P6 max rest, but as always I'm using free to play balls, so you can just check what ball I'm using instead. And don't forget, if you need to convert them, then the new values are double the previous values in game. Timestamps for all the holes in the video description down below. Plenty of other content on the channel homepage as well. Here we go. On this par 4, excellent opportunity playing down the left hand side. Going to use a katana here. Obviously if you are up in expert, I would recommend you use a kingmaker to cut the wind down. 5 bars of top spin, 1 bar side spin to the left. You can push this with a bit more top spin if you'd like. Obviously if you do have straight tailwind, you would need to reduce the top spin slightly. But here I'm going medium distance, 20% elevation, aiming with the ball guide right down the middle of the fairway on the left. And I do believe the left side play does offer the best chance at the eagle with a short iron rough bump. So perfect ball here with our mid plus 20. We bounce over the rough and the bunkers nicely. And we're going to write down our drive distance here, because we will use that for the second shot. So here for a drive, 320 yards. I'm going to play with the runner, and I'm going with that because we do need top spin. So we're going to add our top spin, and also playing with max side spin to the left. Then we are going to aim at the pin. Obviously different levels of runner are going to have different ball guide. So if you've got a higher level short iron, who maybe could use the Hornet as well with more ball guide, you will have to obviously judge according to the ball guide stat you have. But we are going to aim at the pin with our top spin and left spin. Then here I'm playing 80% slider, 10% elevation. That is due to this wind angle only. If you've got different wind angles, slider values will vary. Tutorial videos on using the slider and club range available on the Academy tutorial playlist on the channel homepage. Perfect ball away, and this one drops right at pin. So a runner, top spin shot or the Hornet, excellent chance for an eagle on this par 4. Now onto this par 4, we do have tailwind here. You can blast it if you have strong tailwind in expert, but here in pro, then I'm actually going to lay up with half a bar of top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Stretching out a little bit, playing with the rock for the accuracy. Obviously if you don't have rock level 8, you would have to go with a driver with distance. But this is a very narrow fairway, so we do want to go with a club with accuracy if we can. Max plus 10, the adjustment here, and as I was stretching out to find my position, I push those rings back up. Slightly running out of time, so in my hurry I do hit a minor great right. But the good thing with the rock is that I can hit a minor great left, great right, still going to be fine. And we just want to approach the top part of this fairway. Second shot from here going to be played with a long iron, and I would suggest the Grizzly or the B52 for the ball guide and accuracy. Going to go true club distance here, 15% elevation. And we're going to go with approximately 3 bars backspin. Leave that ball guide a little bit short of pin because we do have tailwind. In crosswind I will be playing with a lot more elevation because we are bouncing over the stream. So in crosswind I will consider 25–30% elevation on this one. But same approach, set up, aim at the pin, and then go with more elevation to account for the second bounce wind effect. Mid distance plus 15 is what I go with here. But very, very close. Really good speed though, and there is a decent chance of a drop here. But like I said, you've got to get a good accurate drive, and this hole is difficult, especially if you do have headwind angle, just burning the edge. have a nasty headwind angle here, but I'm going to show you very nice route towards an eagle. Play with the driver with accuracy and 6 bars of topspin, in my case the APOC level 4. We are adding 3 bars of side spin to the left, and like I said, going with 6 bars of topspin, or rather 5.8, which is max with APOC 4. Half the blue ring inside the rough plus 12, and then we are going to adjust max plus 10. You will see it takes me into overpower, in this case 3 rings. I add a little bit on, so I'm going 3.5 rings here just to make sure I do carry a nice distance, and I'm going with half a ball of curl to the left. Do not over curl this shot, because if you do that you will clip the rough, and also a great left will probably clip the rough. As you can see, we are close. This is a technical drive, but I do want to be in short iron range here, so that is exactly what I need. 350 yards, and just going left side of the fairway near the rough with our drive. Second shot, I'm going to play with the Hornet. If you are playing tournament, put this club in your bag. Obviously if tour play you may not be able to play with the Hornet, but for this hole it is very useful, because we do need topspin. Estimating true club distance as best I can, so I find my minimum line, I find my maximum line, then I estimate this one to be on the slider, and I go with 82% on the slider. Bull guide through the hole as we are having headwind, and we're going slightly uphill as well. 4.5 bar topspin, and the reference here have that red ring touching the rough line there. So adjusting 82% slider, 10% elevation. Lots of tutorials on min, mid and max, true club distance, and using the slider with wind apps in your gameplay on the BK Academy tutorial playlist. Please do check it out. Perfect ball away, and we know this camera angle stays out, it's going to be close or in, and we drop it right at pin for a beautiful eagle. Par 4 here, and you've got some options available. You can go with a berserker, but here I'm going with a kingmaker because we do have tailwind angle. Adding backspin and right spin, as you could see there, stretching out to find the position. Second bounce in the sand or the rough, because the tailwind is going to push us further on. Max plus 10 on this one, and we're then going to push up so that I don't have to go with much overpower, and then finally a little bit of curl to the right. Some people do actually play this drive deliberately in the rough or the sand, because there is a brilliant funnel from the green, the bunker and the rough in front of the green. So if you do go short, better to go short than long in my opinion, because there is a very easy funnel from before the green. But there we hit the pin, super unlucky, but a very easy eagle putt. Another par 4 here, and another excellent opportunity for an eagle. We do need topspin. 6 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. Katana is fine in pro. In expert I would use a kingmaker. Setting up there with the bullseye comfortably away from the rough. Then we are going to adjust max plus 5 using power 2 settings, as I'm using a katana. 3/4 of the ball curl to the right. Minor great right is still going to be fine with the Thor's hammer. And we bounce nicely and comfortably before the end of the rough, and we roll very nicely indeed. Here we can use yardage notes, so 340 yards in this wind angle, going to be playing with the short iron of course, and we are playing 25% elevation according to drive distance. It is going to be between 75 and 90% slider, but obviously with different wind angles you're going to be playing different elevations or different percentages. So this is one where it's useful to take a practice token or two first, just to dial in what you might need to do with the short iron shot. Very good chance though for an eagle. If you don't want to dial in with drive distance, my recommendation will be to play true club distance, either 15 or 20% elevation. Tracking beautifully and drops lovely eagle on this par 4. First shot, as you can see, we do have cross headwind against us here, going from left to right, so it's just going to be a bounce over with the extra mile. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Setting up here with the red ring touching the rough that you can see there just before the bunker. Adjustment here, max plus 10. Max plus 10, obviously if you have more headwind angle, may take you into overpower, particularly if you're using extra mile 6 or 7. so just add that on in that case. A little bit of curl to the right, and we hit perfect after our max plus 10 adjustment, and this will bounce over very nicely and go towards the rough up the top here to set up a second shot with the sniper. And the second shot, again, this is one of those you're going to have to estimate club distance as best you can. I like to bounce here with the right edge of the blue ring touching the sand. Then once I've found that position, just pulling back a little bit from where the game puts me originally, I then add spin, just get the ball guide short of pin, about 1.5 green squares, as we do have, having turned the corner with our aim, we do have some tailwind here. So here I would be playing true club distance, 0 elevation. True distance, 0. In this case I just 5.9 rings. We do hit perfect, so let's see how this one comes in. And bounces nicely. The speed is good, a little bit offline though, does need a little tweak. But very, very close, and if we do get an eagle on this one, going to be a real advantage. Now on this par 4 here, you see we do have crosswind, so I'm going to stretch out, get that bullseye on the main piece of fairway here. Applying a little bit of topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right. I do want to aim to get up into the top left corner of this large piece of fairway here. Power 2 ball, and maybe even a power 3 ball would be good here so that we can clear directly. Max plus 10 here, don't have to have an extra mile level 9, can do this with a lower level extra mile as well. No curl, as we do have wind from left to right. Perfect ball with our max plus 10 adjustment, and the top spin will take us very nicely into the corner of the fairway. Could have maybe pushed a little bit harder on the top spin, but still going to have a very good short iron approach from here. Second shot, I'm going to play this one, true club distance, 10% elevation. So I find max, find min, and then try and find a consistent spot. You'll see here when I move up and down the slope, you get a different bounce. So this is all about trying to find a nice point to bounce. Here I go with bouncing on the fringe directly with a little bit of backspin, get the ball guide to the hole with the Thorn level 8. In the video here I play 55% slider, 10% elevation, however this one is over adjusted. I should have just gone with mid distance of my club with my 10% elevation, as we do just lip out of this one. But a perfect ball away, comes in with a really nice speed, just needed 1 decimal less on the adjustment. Playing with Katana and the extra mile, 4.5 bars top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Red ring touching the rough on the left at plus 9 with the extra mile level 8. Obviously that's going to be plus 11 with the extra mile level 6 or 7. Then we're going to adjust max distance, 20% elevation. Does take us a little bit into overpower, so I'm going to use some overpower, but not too much. But I'm going to go with half a ball of curl to the left. Hitting perfect here, and this ball will bounce over very nicely, avoiding all the bunkers, and we want to be looking for a drive distance of around 350 yards. And again, we do have cross wind with headwind as well. So 1 bar of backspin is what I'm going to do here, and as you can see I was checking distance using a pin check there. Bullseye right over the pin, and that came up with plus 2 yards there for the pin check. And I'm playing here with 1 bar of backspin, ball guide to the pin, and here I'm playing 68% slider, 10% elevation. So 68% slider, 10% elevation. Don't forget, if you don't know enough about the slider or min, mid and max distance of club, check out the Academy tutorial playlist on the channel homepage. Perfect away, and this is going to have a very, very good chance of getting in the hole, which we do right at pin for a lovely eagle on this par 4. Layup option here for nasty wind angles, no target with the rock and a power 3 ball. Playing with 2.5 bars of backspin here, we're going to lay up on the right for a second shot with our sniper. Obviously if you do have a decent amount of tailwind, then by all means we should be playing aggressive on the left hand side with a berserker and as much topspin as possible. Those shots are going to be more feasible in expert rather than pro due to higher wind speeds. Adjustment here is max plus 10. No curl, no overpower, just hit perfect. Using the rock for accuracy and once again ball guide. And this one is going to approach the top left corner of the fairway nicely. Drive distance to 75. Second shot here, we are going to go with a rough bump. Now here, although I am near minimum distance of club, I'm still going to play mid numbers here because that's the adjustment that's working very nicely. In fact, I'm setting up at the minimum distance line first of all, and then just pushing up a few rings to try and find a consistent landing position. 4.5 top spin and between 1 and 1.5 bar side spin to the left. It will vary depending on your drive, so just find a consistent spot in the rough where the ball guide doesn't glitch. Here I'm playing 1-on-1, is mid plus 10 power 3, so 5.2 in wind is 5.2 rings. Then we are going to take our shot, perfect ball away, and there is a nice little route down from the rough here as long as you get that consistent landing position. Very, very good opportunity for an eagle, even though we are laying up and playing with a sniper. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.